Welcome to Simulator Adventures, and welcome back to Gran Turismo 4. We're at part 3, I'm going to be doing some beginner events. We're going to do the Sunday Cup in our new RX-7. I probably didn't really need to buy that, but we are pretty much loaded now that we've got the Rally Racer, right? And we can just sell that for 250 grand, pretty much. Which I think we might actually do, because, well, unless I find the rally event, but I don't see one around at the moment. Now, we're only going to get 3 points for this. I chose this car because I think it'll be nicer to drive, to be honest, than the other one. The other car's getting a bit hard to handle, it's a bit too powerful now. Even though it's got that four-wheel drive Subaru technology, it's kind of difficult to drive, and this rear-wheel drive, rotary-engined Mazda was very appealing to me. We've got stability control on, which I need to turn off. Whoa! So we've got past a Peugeot 206, a VW Lupo. It is the Lupo GTI. A 146, is it the GTA? No, 147. And it's not even the GTA. It's just a 147 2-litre. Although, a 2-litre engine in that car, that's not a slow car, to be fair. The GTA is basically just a hot hatch version, I think. Oh, we need to turn off the stability control, it's awful. It makes this car so slow. It's like classic whine of the rotary engine. And again, it's a shame they don't make it. They never made a rotary engine car again, I don't think, anyway, after the RX-8. Which is annoying, because RX-7 and the RX-8 were great cars. And the RX-8 especially. I guess the issue is that they don't, if you don't look after them, they get really difficult to maintain, and then, you know, there's like loads of oil build-up, and they're quite expensive to run. They're very low economy, and they use a lot of oil, so yeah. Well, that wasn't hard. Let's get this off. Let's get this traction control off. See, I don't want to turn off the replays, because sometimes I want to watch them, but then at other times it gets a bit annoying. I think we do actually win something from the Sunday Cup, which I guess is like a car we can sell. Right, now let's turn off the annoying driving aids. Oops. Done. Oops. 256 horsepower. The classic track. Again, a 3-point race. It's not going to be too difficult. Oh, we've been upgraded. I think we've got a Polo GTI there. Whoa! Now we're in the big leagues. Yeah, the Sunday race is only made for, like, I guess when you buy your first car, and I was quite lucky I had that Subaru in the shop that I could buy. That was a lot faster than anything else, even when I hadn't upgraded it. Well, actually, I think I upgraded it straight away, didn't I? Let's just get through these races. You'll have to let me know if you want me to see me, like, do everything, but I feel like for completion's sake, this series would be good if I did just do everything on camera. The only thing I haven't done on camera are the licenses, but like I said, you have to do the licenses to do the first 2 events, or do the first 2 sets of events, and it's not very fun to watch, and there's loads of videos on them on YouTube. They're quite notoriously not difficult, but annoying. In some ways they do help you to train your skills, but I don't enjoy them that much anymore. I've done them so often. They are an absolute pain to do when I didn't have a memory card. I just have to do it every time I played the game, so thank goodness for emulation. Whoa. This car is quite good fun, actually. It's very does, well, it's not oversteering that much, but I feel much more in control of this than I do with the Subaru. And we're on our last lap. That's good. Whoa, missed a wall. I don't think we can quite... Whoa. We can't quite... Let's knock the cones over. We can't quite lap people. So are there drifting events in this? I don't really know. Just skip through that. This is quite slow, isn't it, really, the Sunday Cup? Well, not slow, I mean, it's just tedious. Considering we have to complete all the beginner and professional events to get to the extreme events, you know, we have to do this at some point. This should be good. It's a high-speed ring. We're going to be a lot faster than anything out there. Unless they put some difficult cars on the track, which I don't think they are going to. Wow, Lupo GTI again. Okay. A Citroen C3 1.6. Like, really? Well, the Fiat Barchetta might be fast, but it's not going to compete with this. Right, this should be quite fun to see the top speed of this car, though. I don't think we're going to get to a top speed, but we can get some good speed out of it, right? Right, go up to this corner. Oh. So we could have actually brought the Subaru here. I think that does have sports tyres, which would have counted. Oh dear. But I didn't. And also, I guess at some point we will need a front-wheel drive, not front-wheel drive, a rear-wheel drive car, because the four-wheel drive isn't allowed in all the events, so this is probably in the long term a good purchase. But right now I could have really done without buying this car, but it's fun to drive, it looks nice, I'm happy with it, suits me. Okay, 13 seconds ahead of that Lupo, I think, yeah. I wonder how much you can buy one of those Lupos for now, because I don't think they sold too many GTIs. You don't really see any Lupos around anymore. You used to see quite a few, but you see a lot of Polos around. In fact, you don't even see many VW Foxes, which is the thing that replaced the Lupo anymore. You don't see those at all. You see a lot of Ups, and that's the thing that replaced the Fox, so... I actually have seen a few Up GTIs as well, which are apparently quite nice to drive. So there was talk of this game, well, there's an idea floating around that they would remaster these games, but I think the idea is that they've lost some of the licenses for all the cars and the things in the game, so they can't really do it anymore. I don't know how true that is, but one of the Sony bosses basically said no, so that's it really, isn't it? I believe that they are kind of a semi-in-house developer for them. Polyphony Digital, who make this game, and the later Gran Turismo games, they have an office that I guess is very closely related to the Sony offices, or PlayStation offices. They do have some independence, I guess, from Sony, so... I mean, there hasn't been a console that they haven't put a game on, I think, apart from maybe the PS Vita. But I think you could play the PSP version on there, so it didn't really matter, but... Okay. Yeah, 600 isn't enough really, is it? We need a lot more money than that. And the amount of races! It's ridiculous. Clubman Stage 5. Clubman Stage 5. I've not... oh, it's the dark track, okay. An MGF! Finally, something a bit more exciting to race against. We're having a bit of issue here. Maybe with all the lighting. The FPS is dropping a little bit. I think it'll be okay, but there are just some issues with emulating this game, like when there's lots of lights around. So this is meant to be Tokyo, I guess. Or at least I think. Yeah, that looks like Tokyo to me. Wow, look at that building's texture. Deary me. Okay, well, yeah, but the building on the right is really high texture, but then that one we just drove past has no real texture on it. It's just looks all flat and has no light coming out of it. Whoa. Damn. That was a big crash. Oh. Oh yeah, I mean, you can actually see the lights through the wall, but I think that's a bit weird, isn't it? Oh, actually, it's not a solid wall, is it? It's like a... Oh no, but these are solid walls. Okay, but the bit back there you can excuse. It wasn't a solid wall. It's more like a fence you can see the lights through, which I guess is realistic. So it would be nice if the mileage meant something. It might mean that it loses power over time, but I don't think so. Something else I need to look up. Alright, Castrol. The official oil sponsor of Gran Turismo. I don't know that. It's just... There's a lot of Castrol signs around, aren't there? Like motor and stuff. Oh, this car is nice, actually. It's quite easy to drift. Whoops. Not if I accidentally press the circle button where the handbrake is. Yeah, this tunnel seems to slow down the game a bit. I'm down to like 50 FPS here. But you see, it still works. We're playing in like 1440p quality, so... Well, the game looks great, so... Right, we've done that. Skip through here. You can just press the start button to skip, so... You can't skip this, which is a bit annoying, but... Right. One more race, I think. Or two more races? One more race. One more race. The Twin Ring Motegi, which I don't know if it's a real track or not. This game likes to mix in real tracks with not real tracks, so yeah. A PT Cruiser! No, please! There's literally a PT Cruiser. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow, it does like to drift a bit, actually. Look at that. Okay. Okay, this is going to be a bit more of a challenge, actually. We're not that much faster than everyone now. I guess that's because as we're going through the game, we are getting some more A-spec points. Whoa, PT Cruiser. It, like, handles like a barge. Look at it, it's like swerving all over the place. Oh, the sun! Okay. Straight past the Peugeot 106. So the quality of the text in this game is quite low. I guess that's because it's not played in HD. Like all the graphic, like the GUI looks a bit weird on this screen, but you know what can I say? It's an old game. This is from 2005. The fact that we've got it running now in 2019, looking like this, is pretty impressive. Three laps, right. Whoa, okay, that's the first actual, like, proper lag I've had. Oh, we're getting a... See, up until now, the game was running absolutely fine. I didn't have a single problem. I don't know what's causing that. So you can see emulation 99% of the time is fine, right? I need to save after this, definitely. We did it, okay. Will it lag again when we go past the same bit? No. Okay. Right. Done. Finally, what do we win? I think we win like an Auto Bianchi? Like a... Yeah. That's how many times I've played this game. Looks very like a shrunken VW Golf GTI, doesn't it? Okay. So, yeah, we've got a new course. So as you go through the game, you unlock courses to play, I guess, in like these world circuits and dirt and snow in the arcade mode. Right. Home. Let's save the game. So we're now 2.3% of the way through the game, which isn't much, is it really? And what else have we got to do? Let's do some... We've got the FR challenge or the FF challenge. Well, we don't have a car that can do FF, do we? Don't have anything like that. Spider and Roadster. No, it's convertibles only. Lightweight Cup. See, lightweight cap just means it has a length limit that's like 3,400 millimeters or less. We do the FR challenge, that'd be good. Rear wheel drift. So yeah, we're against some better cars now. A 300ZX, an SLK, Z4, this should be good. 96 points. Oops, I keep knocking the microphone, it's a bit annoying. My microphone setup is like a lapel mic, so it's alright. You can probably hear a bit of me on the controller, maybe, I don't know. This should be more challenging, which I'm looking forward to. Right, the Nissan I was worried about, actually. But we're straight past him. So the Seattle map. Quite interesting. I don't know if they actually do races here. Somehow I doubt it. I don't think they'd be able to convert the Seattle landscape to look like this just to do a race. It may be a real thing, but I mean, where's the Space Needle? The Space Needle isn't actually that close to the main bit of the city, is it? So maybe just have a look out at the skyline for the Space Needle, which is like an observation tower. What is that like an Acura? We've got like businessman over here racing around. Where is the Space Needle? There's a Nissan Skyline. There it is. We don't get very close to it, but it's definitely there. Right. Okay, trying to drift doesn't really do anything in this game, but there you go. I don't know if there must be a drift mode, surely. Brake! Right through there, yeah! Good car to drive, actually quite fun. Hopefully with that 98 point boost to our A-spec level, we'll get some harder races, right? Bit of glitching going on with the shadows up there, but again, all these graphical problems I have with emulation, I think some of them may have actually existed in the PS2 version, because that was running on very limited hardware. But not only that, I reckon some of these are actually emulation problems. The PS2 is, like I said before, notoriously hard to emulate. And so is the PS3, and they're only just really coming out with a PS3 emulator, which we'll have to see how far that gets. I've seen some Gran Turismo 5 footage, but they said the game isn't ready. They're working on it slowly and fixing all the graphical bugs. But you know, they can run it in 4K 60 FPS, which is going to be amazing. I'd love to play Driver San Francisco again. I do have it on PC, but the PC version is actually a graphical downgrade from the PS3 and Xbox 360 version, which is really annoying me. $96 points, nice. And 1,500, that's okay. The races are more challenging, so that's kind of okay for me. So I'm going to leave it there for this part. We've had a bit of a shorter part this time, but I'll come right back to it when we complete the MR race series. We've got one, two, three, four more races, and they look quite fun. I think we're bringing them back to the special stage route. But that's the after race was quite good. Look, they've even got the Space Needle on the logo. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon for some more simulator adventures.